Hello and welcome to the Secret Wealth Project. My name's Matt. I hope you're doing alright. I hope you're doing well. So Q4's in full force. Christmas is just around the corner and you guys want to make some money online. Good on ya. Absolutely changed my life when I started earning a living on the internet, and it can change yours too. The only thing stopping you is you and having the belief to do it. And I know you guys can do it, and that's what this video is all about. If you've decided to try the online arbitrage business model, this is, in my opinion, the best place to learn it. I'm not saying it's the best training available. That would be quite arrogant of me, and I'm not trying to imply that. But what I'm trying to say is this is fresh information, this is right now, and this is free on my YouTube channel, and it's my gift to you guys. So, without further ado, I should say this is a Secret Wealth Project, and this is Online Arbitrage for Beginners Part 2. So yeah, I just really want to say thank you to everybody that clicked the like on the last video. You guys blew me away, and I appreciate it more than you'd ever know. So I'm going to get straight into it, get stuck in, and get going with Part 2. Thank you for waiting for this part, by the way. I know I took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but hopefully it makes up for it with how good it is and how much effort I've put into it. Okay, so I've even done you a nice little mind map here to go through this lesson. Let's try and click that to get rid of that. That's it, right. Okay, so I'm going to teach you two methods today, two sourcing methods, okay? These are the simplest, or probably some of the simplest sourcing methods. Obviously, there's other even more simpler ones like using a list, a sourcing list, but these are good do-it-yourself sourcing methods that can be outsourced in the future. So I would always advise you learn a business model inside and out so you become an expert in it, and then at that point you would outsource it to somebody else. That traditionally that would be an employee. Nowadays, with the way the internet works, it might be a VA. Possibly a VA, a virtual assistant in the Philippines. But that's advanced stuff. Don't worry about that. Don't let that bother you. I'm getting right back to basics. This is just teaching you how to do this, okay? So, if you've not watched part 1 of my video, by the way, go watch it now, because this won't make as much sense if you don't. So yeah, I'll get started anyway. So the first thing you want to do is learn the copy and paste method. It's absolutely free. You don't need any software. You don't need any tools. You can do this yourself. The pros of it is free. And you know what? One of the good things about copy and paste method is it uncovers some gems that software won't find for you. So as much as it's a lot of hard work, and when you actually do it, you'll realise it's very time consuming, and you can dig for a long time and find no treasure. When you do find that treasure, it's like such a great feeling, because you know nobody else has found it, and chances are you're going to be the only one selling that product. But basically, the copy and paste method is whereby you go to, say, you find a normal retailer online, an online retailer, and then you literally go through their products, and you copy the title of the product, paste it into Amazon, and then see if there's a profit there. Again, it's free. You don't need no tools, although some tools can make it easier. This is a nice way to get started, to get you feel for what we're actually doing here. So what you do if you're going to do the copy and paste method is you'd use a retailer like one from Top Cashback. So you'd go to Top Cashback, and there is a list of retailers in here somewhere. I should have found it first. Okay, so Hot Offers is one way to find retailers that maybe aren't on the software. For example, a piece of sourcing software like FBA Wizard, it's loaded up with tons of retailers, but it's not going to have them all on there. So this is where you find a retailer that's not on everyone else's software. Maybe they're a little obscure like company, not a massive company, that might have some amazing deals. So you would look through. Let's have a look. If I search by store, if I type in toys, because it's Q4, and press enter, we go, search results. So you've got 25 merchants for toys. Now, a lot of these will be on a piece of software like for FBA Wizard. And if you want to search them, by all means do. But when someone's using FBA Wizard, they can search hundreds or thousands of listings like every hour. And you're going to be copying and pasting, obviously, at the speed of a human being. Now, you might be a superhuman human being, but you're still going to be slower than some automated software. That's not to say there isn't any value in this method, there is, but you would be much better off using a site that's probably not on any of the main sourcing software things. So most of these are early learning centres on FBA Wizard, Mother Cares on FBA Wizard. What you want to do is you want to find one that's not on FBA Wizard, really. So TP Toys, I've never heard of them. I don't think they're on there. They might be Prezibox, Ace, Build-A-Bear, Mankind. Okay, so let's try, just to give you an example of what you do, let's try Hamleys. This might be on FBA Wizard, but if it is, I've not seen it. So the beautiful thing about this is Top Cashback give you 5.25% cashback as well if you buy through this link. But I'm not using this list for this. I'm using this list to find more obscure retailers that probably the main software providers haven't found yet, which gives you an advantage if you're using this simple copy and paste method. So I'm going to click Hamleys Cashback. Get cashback now. Okay, so here's Hamleys toy website. So I'm just having a little scroll through, see if there's any kind of sales that jump out at me. There probably is. Offers there, look. Magic pens, blah, blah, blah. Okay, exclusive offers. Let's try that. Okay. So I really should have got an Amazon page open. 1 second. Okay, so I just paused the video quickly. You won't have seen any pause, obviously, but just paused it quickly so I could open a new tab. So don't need that at the minute. It's this one. Sorry guys. Right. Okay. So right, I'm organised now. Okay. So you can see we've got a Boomy sing-along farm tractor. So all I'm doing is I'm going to copy. So I've pressed Command and C on the MacBook. If you've got a Windows PC, you'll probably press Control and C. If I remember right, it's been a long time since I used a Windows PC. Guys, you really should get a Mac. You don't need one for this business though, so don't spend your money. But when you start making some money, get on a Mac. They're so much better. Anyway, I'm gonna get some hate for that comment. Hey, if you like Windows, you keep using Windows, guys. Let's not start making this about Windows versus Macs. Jesus, that's the last thing we need. Right, so what I've done is I've copied that product. I'm pasting it into Amazon. I'm pressing search. Okay, so we've got Hamleys Bloomy Sing-Along Farm Tractor. It's selling $60 a month according to FBA Wizard, which is great. And we can get it for £15. Okay, I can tell from experience that if the price is £15 on Hamleys and it's only selling for $22.49, there's not actually going to be any profit in it. We'll click through anyway. Okay, so FBA Wizard fee calculator, I've got that plugged in. You won't have this if you've not got FBA Wizard, so you'll have to make some probably assumptions or use Amazon's own cost tool. There's a tool that you can get to. I'm not sure what you search to find it. I think it's probably Amazon fee calculator would probably find it, but I'm going to use this anyway because most of you that are serious about this business are going to get sourcing software anyway. So £15, so I'm going to enter £15. Now I know this is not going to work out financially. Here we go, look, it's saying your return on investment is £6.6%. That's before you've paid to send in the products and stuff. So this is not a deal you'd go for, but it shows you what you've got to do. Okay, so next, it's a numbers game, guys. So I'm gonna copy, and then I'm gonna paste. Okay, so a Kalinu backpack assorted doll assortment thing. So the price is £10 on Hamleys. Again, I know from experience this is not going to be worth my while. Some people would probably go for this, but not me. So your ROI is 18.6%. I wouldn't advise going for a product with that such a low ROI, guys. Never mind the other factors that you wouldn't choose it for. But I wouldn't go for that because there's no wiggle room. Once you've sent it in and things, and I took a return or two, like there's no money left. So, you know, you don't want to be going for 18.6% ROI. Okay, so we're going to go for a Hamleys Bubble Creator. I've got a good feeling about this one. I should probably leave this off the video. Okay, see. Oh no, no good. Okay, so Hamleys are clearly dispatched from and sold by Hamleys. Hamleys are clearly selling on Amazon as well, which you can't blame them for. But these are doing 30 sales a month and £7.50. So you can't buy it for cheaper from Hamleys than you can on Amazon. So that'll probably be the case for most products from Hamleys. So I'm not going to go nuts. I'm not going to try and actually find a product because it literally could take me 2 hours using this method, or it could take me 5 minutes. You know, or this next one might be it. So let me just do one more. So I'm going to copy Hamleys colouring activity box, paste it into Amazon. Okay, so £8 plus £5.50 postage and packing. So £8 to buy. So the sell price. You can, just from workings out, let's get a calculator. Okay, so the sell price is £8 plus £5.50. Okay, so they're basically selling that for £13.50. Okay, now I know for a fact, at least with my account and metrics, I could sell products at 13% higher price than merchant fulfilled seller, which this Hamleys is, and still get the buy box. So potentially I could sell this for times 1.13. I could sell this for £15.25 and still get the buy box from Hamleys. So I'm gonna, but obviously they've got more margin in it because they're selling it presumably at a profit to you at the price you'd be buying it at. So they could really mess with you. So again, I don't want to get too complicated, but I might not touch this deal for other reasons. But yeah, so if the price is £15.25 as an FBA seller, we would take the buy box. So I'm going to put £8 buy price because that's the price. If you look, that's the price we can buy it from Hamleys, their own website. And hopefully, I mean, if you bought a few of these, you'd get free delivery. I don't know because I can't say I've ever bought anything from Hamleys before. But remember, you're getting your cash back as well. And then the sell price was £15.25. I'm not going to put that in. I'm going to put £14.99 in because it just feels more natural. And let's see if the deal works out. So calculate profit. So after Amazon fees and stuff, oh, I've got a fixed prep fee of 55 pence in this. So you'd actually, if you were prepping yourself, you wouldn't have this cost. You would actually have a higher amount returning back to you. So it'd be more like in your 30% of ROI. So, I mean, potentially you could buy this and make a profit. I wouldn't. I mean, look at this sales rank on the keeper graph going up. We'll go more into that shortly, but I wouldn't buy this deal anyway. But you get the point. The point, guys, is not to find you a product to buy. In fact, I would advise strongly against buying any products that I find in this video because chances are somebody somewhere will think, oh, Matt's found that product, I'm going to buy that because I can get it at this price. And it would be a mistake for you to do so. So I would strongly advise, if I do find any deals on this video, I would strongly advise against you actually purchasing those deals. Not because I've bought them. I'm not going to touch any deals that I find in this video if I find any. But I would advise against it just for your own sake. So that's the copy and paste method. Anybody can do it. Anybody can get started with it. It's free, it's simple, you can get going with it, you can find some amazing things. If you find some little obscure online retailer that maybe sells camping accessories, for example, but they thought, oh, you know what, we'll try some toys because it's Christmas, and let's say you're searching for toys because it is Christmas coming, They might have a sale on because nobody wants to buy toys from them. They want to buy toys from the normal places. So potentially there could be some really good deals. And if it's not on the sourcing software like FBA Wizard, then nobody else will find it. So some real good deals are out there to be found by copy and paste method. I don't think this is the best method. I've not done much of this. It's got its place, but not on like crazy amounts of stuff. Unless you're using a VA, and then maybe you'd want to ask them to do that. Up to you. So use a retailer from Top Cashback. More obscure the better because it's not on software. So copy and paste method. I would start with the sales. If you're going to do this, go to some obscure seller. Start with the sales or offers, and then maybe start looking into other bits and bobs. With more experience, you'll know what kind of thing you like to source, what kind of thing sells. So yeah, you'd expand into other products, and then this is something you could use VAs for, and you could train them quite easily on. But VAs, virtual assistants, using somebody else to do this is a little bit more advanced than this video and this course is going to cater for. But I thought I'd add it there to give you an idea of something to do after you've figured out this business model and you're getting rich. Just kidding, guys. I'm not trying to imply you're going to get rich from this, but to get rich from it, you're going to have to use VAs. So that's a more advanced topic for a different video. So yeah, use a Top Cashback. Use the Top Cashback list of retailers to find some obscure things. You could type anything in there. I type toys in to find toys. You could type in, I don't know, camping accessories, ski gear, whatever you want, and it will find retailers that are significant sized retailers, but maybe a little bit more obscure than most people know about. So it's a really good thing. If you want to sign up for Top Cashback, there's a link down below, and you get £5 from Top Cashback if you use my link. If you go direct to them and just cut out my link altogether and just sign up with them, that's fine. I won't get anything if you do that, and that's fine by me if that's what you prefer, but you don't get the £5 either, which I think is really cool of Top Cashback. Basically, they can reward me spreading the word about their service by telling my friends, and there's something in it for my friends, you guys, to sign up through my link, as well as something in it for me. So I will get a small affiliate commission if you do sign up for Top Cashback and you use my link down below, but you also get £5, which you won't do direct. So if you've not already signed up for Top Cashback, by all means do so. Enough about that. Okay, so that's the copy and paste method. That's a good way to get started. If you don't want to spend any money and you want to find your first few products, if you do find anything and it's got good ROI and a decent sales rank, you could do really well doing that method. So it's something to have half an hour doing, see if you like it, see if you find anything. It's something to think about. And it has its place even when you're using sourcing software. But I'm going to move on to a simple scan with FBA Wizard. Now, FBA Wizard, as I talked about in the last video, is my sourcing software of preference or choice as of the time of creating this video. If that changes, I will change the link down below. If it's a different piece of software, I will mention it in the description. So don't worry. If things change a year from now, if you're watching this video a year from now, I will update the description. So don't worry about that, guys. But yeah, FBA Wizard Pro is my sourcing software of choice. Wow, that's made me glow a bit more, hasn't it? Have you noticed this nice little cute light behind me? I thought it'd be a bit of a different background to have a bit of multicoloured going on. I don't know if you like it or not, or if you just prefer my white room, but it's a bit different. So anyway, the MacBook is altering it seems to be making my screen dimmer. It's probably that light messing with it or something. Right, so, oh, there we go, it's going dimmer again. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I will have to turn the crazy light off. Yeah, 1 second, just pause the video. Okay, so you won't have seen that pause. But yeah, basically, I've turned that light off, so hopefully my MacBook won't go so crazy with the lighting in here. I hope you enjoyed my colourful light, by the way. Right, I'll shut up and get on with it. So the next thing is FBA Wizard. So you've got normal retailer scan, you've got a Euro, you've got Amazon flips, you've got wholesale, and then I've got using VAs. That's an advanced topic for another video. But I'm going to show you how to do a simple scan using FBA Wizard Pro. Again, they've got a free training library. If you use this link, you'll be able to see that. And there's a 7-day free trial. If you use my link down below, again, it's an affiliate link. But if you've not signed up for FBA Wizard Pro, it's an absolute fantastic piece of software. This is getting darker again. What is wrong with this? I don't know why it's doing that. I can't stand a dark screen. So it's getting darker again. Right, let me just, sorry guys, let me just plug in. It's not my pretty light. I'm going to put my pretty light back on. Okay, sorry guys, messing around with my little light. You'll have to let me know in the comments section, do you like my little flashing light, or did it detract from the video? Because I'll use it some more if you do like it, but if not, I won't. I suppose it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. FBA Wizard Pro, great piece of software. I recommend you get it if you're serious about starting or expanding your online arbitrage business. It's simple to use, really well designed, but there's lots of things you can do: scans, flips, reverse, all these other things. I'm just going to go into this is all about a beginner's course, and this is the simplest sourcing methods today. So I've done the copy and paste method. This is the other method I'm going to show you. It's just a basic retailer scan. Okay, so you go to scan, and then you can select the mode you want. EAM mode searches by barcode, so you probably get better results with that on, but it reduces the amount of retailers you can access. So right now, this is expanding all the time, but as of right now, you can see this software scans for products and arbitrage opportunities in all of the following shops, and this is just the UK ones. Obviously, you've got US ones being added all the time too. I'm going to stick to UK stuff. So let's say, for example, you're interested in better quality matching, and you might want to turn that on, but it reduces the list somewhat. You know, it's a smaller list, but maybe less frustrating for those of you that don't have the patience to kind of sit through some mismatched results. Type of search, you can select Pro presets, custom URL, category URL. I'm just going to leave it on Pro presets for now. Select the preset. So let's say you're sourcing toys for Q4 and you're happy to use Argos, and you'd select toys. You can enter these, you can enter like minimum ROI and things like that here, but it's probably better practice to just let the software run and just literally click start scan. So when you've done that, you can have up to 5 scans running at the same time. Before I started this video, I just started one in Asda in their sale, just the normal preset, and I've added no filters. So let's go and have a look and see what results it's brought up. Again, I've not checked these already. This is on the fly, going for it. So I might find some stuff, might not find some stuff, but either way you get an idea of how to use the software. So at this point, if you've done multiple retailers, you can filter by retailer. The list of them will be there. I've only got Asda, so there's no filtering on that part. I like to click 100 results, because if the scan's still running, which it is, the scan's in progress, look, and it finds a new match that it adds to the list, it can sometimes make your screen go funny, and then you lose where you was or what you're doing. So I like to put it on 100 because it seems to be more manageable when I do that. So minimum profit, these numbers, there's no hard and fast rules. You can put in here whatever you want. If you're happy with £2.50 profit, put £2.50 profit in there. If you're happy with only £8 profit, put that in there. Obviously, the more you filter it, the more results you knock out. Obviously, you might get a better quality or more appropriate for you type of result, but you'll reduce the amount of results you get. So I'm going to put a minimum profit of £4. Again, you can put whatever you want in there. Minimum ROI, I'm not interested in anything less than 50%. Maximum sales rank, I'm going to go for 200,000 just for this video's sake. I'm not suggesting these are the right things to do. If you want a good idea of what I would put in there, I'd probably keep minimum profit on £4 or £5. Minimum ROI I would keep on about 50%. Max sales rank, for most of my sourcing I've been liking to stick to 160,000, but this changes all the time. Again, once you use the software a little bit, you'll get a feel for where the figures are in your specific category. And this is only applicable to toys as well. Obviously, if you're sourcing kitchenware or if you're sourcing, I don't know, paint or something, then that number is going to be different for the category. But because I'm in toys and because I'm just using it for this example, I'm going to put 200,000 there. Ignore weight, filter. Okay, so it's filtered that heavily that I've only got one result. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the max sales rank just for the sake of this video, so you can see it's expanded the returns that we've got, the returned results. So we've got, going through them, you've got a Disney Frozen hairdryer. Okay, it's in the beauty category, which I'm not sure if it's a toy hairdryer or if it's a real hairdryer, but if it's a toy, obviously it's in the wrong category, and if it's not, then it probably is in the right category, I don't know. But yeah, going through it, all you've got is you've got open link, so you click that, it opens your store link and your Amazon link. That's a little picture, so that's the first thing you want to do. If you're checking the results, you want to check the pictures are the same. If the pictures are the wrong ones, chances are it's the wrong product, so you just ignore it and move on. Don't get too hung up on mismatched results. Because we've selected to search by EAN, barcodes, the result matching is really, really good, look. There's still going to be the occasional one that slips in there like that. That's not right. I don't think that's the right product. But you know what? It's just software. It's not artificial intelligence. So the fact that it's bringing up these good results is great. So what you do is once you've found some results like this, and it's still searching while we're making this video, by the way. But you have a look at the pictures. Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. Some people would click add to stack. I never use the stack feature. Or you can remove item here. So let's take, for example, this one that's not even the same product. I'm just going to click remove item. There we go, it's gone. Never see it again. It tells you what the product is and where it's from. Price Spy, you can click on this, and what it does is it searches Price Spy, which is kind of like a price comparison website to try and find your cheaper sources for that product, or different price sources for that product. I've used Price Spy a lot, and I used to consider it a bit of my own personal secret weapon. But whenever I use an FBA Wizard, it doesn't really work too well for me. So I mean, we'll try it now. Let's see what happens. So Price Spy. So I mean, this has worked really well, to be fair. So for example, Asda's price is £14. So I've clicked on Price Spy, and I can see it's available at Boots for £14.99, Argos for £14.99, £50. So Asda is the cheapest one. So you wouldn't want to source it from any of these. You'd source it directly from Asda. But this Price Spy is a really good tool for, let's say you've gone to Asda and they're out of stock, but you find a really amazing product. You can put it in Price Spy, and chances are, yeah, let's say it might be a little bit more expensive, but imagine Asda had sold out at this price at £14 and you couldn't get them anywhere, and they were never coming back at £14. But Boots has got some for £14.99. Obviously, people scanning and using the software would find the Asda ones. They're not forced to find the Boots ones. So you could go to Boots and you find the price, you find them on Price Spy, and you could buy their stock instead. Just a little tip for you there. Do with it what you will. Idealo, I think that does the same thing. I don't really use it. This tells you how many new offers. So how many other sellers are selling this as a new item on Amazon. If this says like 100, then you probably want to rethink selling that product. But if it's like 5, that's fine, isn't it? It's not even one page of competition. So yeah, I wouldn't let that put me off. Single digits, definitely not. I don't usually let other sellers put me off, because I think you're really competing against the best price sellers. You're not really competing against anyone else. So really, you're just interested, even if you're not going to price as aggressively as the best priced sellers, and you want to maintain your margins, you're still kind of competing against them because they might have 10 units and you're just waiting for them to sell out. So you're just kind of evaluating the top sellers and the sellers that are likely to be priced more aggressively than you are. This is fees. So this is the fees that Amazon would charge you for selling this product on Amazon, which leaves you with this profit. And a return on investment of your initial £14, £9 for is 64% or 65% near enough of £14. So if there was no other fees, I mean there is other fees, like you've got a fee, you're going to be charged for sending the product into Amazon and things like that, but they're not massive fees. And if you're VAT registered, then you're going to have to collect VAT, and so it just does change the profit percentages somewhat, but this is a good rough example anyway, and it will apply to a lot of people. So you buy it at £14, sell it at £29.19, fees of £6.15, that's what Amazon take, you make a profit at £9.04, your return on investment is 64%, which is fantastic. Sales rank is quite good, 11,000, and if you hover over that gives you the keeper chart. Now I've got another video on how to read a keeper graph. Keeper's an amazing plugin. It's free and you absolutely need it if you're going to be doing online arbitrage, or in my opinion any kind of non-private labelled FBA selling you could do with keeper chart. Even if you're doing private label, it couldn't come in handy for certain things. But yeah, as you can see, just basically I won't go into the full ins and outs of a keeper chart. You should watch my other video about how to read a keeper chart. I go into it in more depth there. But looking at this keeper chart, I can see that it's got very nice healthy sales. As you can see, the sales rank is a nice green wiggly line, which is always nice to see. So it means it's selling. If it's like a straight line going upwards, then it just means the sales rank is getting worse, which means it's not selling. So the very fact that it's wiggling around a lot means it's selling. The bluey purple marketplace new price you can see on there is the history of the prices it has sold at. So for example, I can see at one point it was selling for like below £14, but you can't take that totally into account because you've got to add, chances are it's not free shipping for that £14. It's probably £3.95 postage and packing and things like that. So it's only a rough indication, it's not an exact. But yeah, that's the keeper chart, which I mean, you need to watch my video on reading a keeper chart really to be able to analyse that properly. Camel, that kind of does what keeper does, but honestly I don't use camel anymore because I just think keeper's so much better. It might have its uses, but yeah, I use keeper. So yeah, it's going to keep sourcing, it's going to keep going through the things, and you can find matching products. Again, this one looks quite good. I don't know what a sales rank. I don't know if 321,000 is too low a sales rank in that home and kitchen or not. Not off the top of my head. I could search, and I probably would if I was looking to source this product. I'd probably have a look at that. But another way to do it is to click. Let's click there and click there. So George, it used to be £25 for this La Cafetiere coffee press classic 4 cup, and it's on sale at £17.50. And here you can see that it is available on Amazon. See, it's saying 4 sales a month. So from experience, I've been doing a lot of toy sourcing, so I don't know if 300 and whatever it was thousand is a good sales rank in home and kitchen. My guess is it's not worth really, and it's not definitely a jump on it kind of thing. But again, I wouldn't buy any products that are in this video because somebody else might, and then you've got crazy competition by the time you send them in. But as we can see, the software found this product at £17.50, and there's no FBA sellers, and the people that are selling it, I mean, this guy's got tons, but they're selling it for well over £30. So let's say we wanted to be an FBA seller and we came in at, excuse me, We came in at £30.51 plus £4.59 postage package. So this seller is roughly selling this product for what, £35. We could sell a little bit more because we're FBA, but let's say we just want to price it at £34.99. Buying at £17.50, selling at £34.99. Calculate profit. Okay, so you've got an ROI of 56.4%. So if you decided that the keeper graph, which is not showing, it was good, and you was happy that you was okay with 4 sales a month of this product, and happy with the fact that Amazon doesn't think this product's priced appropriately, so they're not offering the buy box. If you was happy with all them things, I'm not saying you should be, but if you was, then this is the kind of figures you'd be looking at making when you sell the products. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically how to use FBA Wizard Scan. So again, what you do is you go to scan. You can load up different retailers at the same time. I like EM mode, but you can use whatever mode you want. You literally put one in. So let's go direct to mum, and then we'll search for home safety. Okay, start scan. If I go back to that list, you will see at the bottom. So it's searching Asda for their sale, and it's searching direct to mum for home safety products. As it finds them, it will drop them into this list for analysis. I'm probably going to do some more detailed videos at some point on analysing products for purchase, but if you go watch my how to read a keeper chart video, it gives you a good idea of how to analyse stuff. But I mean, you can see a lot of people complain about the matching abilities of FBA Wizard, but I mean, some searches are a bit all over the place. But again, it's just software, guys. You know, it's not someone sat there doing it for you and giving you wrong results. So don't get angry at it. It's doing its best, you know, and it's still the best solution out there as far as I'm concerned. But you can see the matching's pretty good on here. So yeah, that's basically it. Copy and paste method and the simple retailer scan method. I'm going to go into more methods in another video, but this is a beginner's course for beginners. Again, beginners, if you're going to use FBA Wizard Pro, once you're in here, click on learn more on the Wizard Academy. They've done an absolutely fantastic job of free training in there. Well, training that comes included in the cost of your software. And it's got a free trial, so by all means, let me close these tabs. By all means, use the free trial, see how you get on with it, see if you like the software. If you don't, no more hard feelings, is there? If it's a free trial, you just cancel it. You know, you get a good 7 days to give it a good blast. If you use my link down below, I'll appreciate it a lot, guys, and you'll get your free trial, and I will look after you. I'm still planning on what I'm going to do in the future just for people that have bought through my link. And as soon as I've got that thing ready, then everyone that's bought through my link, I will let them know, and they'll get their freebie from me for signing up through my link. Let's close that one. Okay, so I'll go back to here. So again, we've only covered the simple stuff, a normal retailer scan and copying and pasting yourself. Again, the key to everything is using employees or using VAs. That is how you get rich. That's how you scale up. You use somebody else's time and labour. Let them sell their time for money. You be the guy paying them for their money. You know, that's how you get rich. But to start with, obviously ignore VAs. I just put that there to let you know that there is scope for scaling this bad boy up. Okay, so I've just done basic analysis on products for suitability for purchase. So I'll just talk through some of the points that I think you need to take into account. So you need to choose your strategy, okay? If you're going to go for slow selling stuff, but slow selling, low ROI, fast selling, I've got that wrong. Let me change that. Fast selling, slow selling, high ROI. There we go. Okay, so this fast selling, high ROI stuff, So for example, slow selling, high ROI. So let's say the sales rank is not the best and FBA Wizard Pro says it's only selling 4 a month, then that would be considered probably a slow selling product. Okay, but let's say your margins are 90%, then personally I don't mind tying up a little bit of money for a month or so to get them high returns on investment. I've no problem with it. Bear in mind, you could tie up money in property and earn a few percent. You could put it in the bank and earn nothing. You could buy some shares and maybe earn a few percent, maybe lose some. So if you can tie up a little bit of money and put a little bit of money in stock and have it on it, then anything's better than nothing. So I think. The other thing is fast selling, low ROI stuff. So some people will be like, oh, I'm going to source stuff that's only 25% ROI, but it sells 100 a month, so I'm going to sell it pretty quick. I get a bit scared about that kind of strategy, because the fast selling stuff is usually the stuff that Amazon is listed on, and I'm not scared of selling with Amazon, but if they decide they're having that buy box, they're having that buy box. Do you know what I mean? So fast selling low ROI is a strategy, and for the right people with the right amount of money and the right strategy, that might be your strategy, but it scares me a little bit sometimes. Obviously, there's going wide and there's going deep. So going wide is basically where you buy as many products as you can, not as many products of the same products as you can, but as many different products as you can, so you've got a nice wide shop. Let me give you a good example, right? I think some people think that they can imagine opening a shop, imagine a real shop, right? And you decide you're going to be a sweet shop. I see a lot of these people opening sweet shops all over the place, and I don't know why, because they all go bust. It's a ridiculous idea unless you live in some kind of tourist area. Some random working class town, a sweet shop's not going to work in. I'm sorry, it's just not. So sorry if you've done it, but it's a mistake. But imagine if you decided, I'm going to open a sweet shop and I'm going to sell these sweets that I really love. I'm going to pile them high, and I've got 4 different sweets. Really? You think kids are going to come in for 4 sweets? They're not. So why do we have this kind of false perception of the internet as like, oh, I'll have 3 or 4 products and I'm going to do well? Of course you're not going to do well, guys. 3 or 4 products in a shop wouldn't do well, unless maybe it's the Apple store, and even they've got a few hundred products when you take into account all their accessories and things like that. But you're not the Apple store, You're an online retailer. So thinking you're going to get rich from 3, 4 products or 10 products or 20 products, you're not. You're not going to do that well. So you've got to have some width to what you do. Anyway, obviously if you're starting out and you've got limited capital, then obviously you go as wide as you can. That might be 10 products, and that's fine. Nobody's saying you've got to have 1,000 products. But what you should do over time is try to widen your range of products. The alternative is going deep, and that is buying lots of the same product. So, for example, you find something that's got amazing ROI, it's selling really well, there's not many other sellers, and you think you found some gold here. You might buy 100 units, you might buy 50 units, but obviously they're going to take time to sell, and you're probably going to get some storage fees, because even if you're selling everything and you've got no competition, it's still going to take time. If you've got 100 units, unless it's a crazy popular product, which it probably won't be, it's going to take time to sell through them. So they're going to sit in Amazon's warehouses for a while, and they're going to attract storage fees. So when you're starting out, guys, I would encourage going width. For risk reasons, you're spreading risk, and for just having more fishing rods in that pond. Don't have one fishing rod that's maybe the best fishing rod you've ever seen, because you can still only catch 1 fish on it. If you've got a load of crappy fishing rods, that's better than 1 amazing fishing rod. You'll catch more fish with 100 crappy fishing rods compared to just 1 amazing fishing rod. So at least when you're starting out, guys, go wide rather than deep. Okay, so I've already said it. Watch my How to Read a Keeper Chart video for analysing the product's suitability, and look at the numbers, look at the history. Use that video. That will help you really see what you should be buying and what you shouldn't. And again, I put it on here. If you want to scale this business up, if you want to make it an actual business and not kind of like a side income hobby kind of business, then you're going to have to outsource at some point, whether that's prep centers, using VAs, whatever. But I'll put it on there because it's an advanced topic, but it's one worth looking at when you're serious and you know what you're doing. So I'll move on to the last things. Buy-in. Okay, so what you've done is you've used your copy and paste method, and you found some corkers. You've used your FBA Wizard simple retailer scans. You've found some corkers. You want to buy. You've decided how many you're going to buy, and you've looked at the numbers. So the last thing to do is actually make the purchase. Okay. All I can say is use cashback site every time. Don't think, oh, I don't want to log into Top Cashback and click on the link just to get 5% off. Those 5% add up, guys. They really add up. I mean, look at this. I've slowed down with my sourcing somewhat, to be honest, lately, because we've been really busy just trying to get things prepped and sent off. But we're using a prep center now, so we're gonna up our game again. But I mean, look at this, guys. I've actually received £372 of this cashback since I started. They still owe me £635, and that's a total of £1,008. Now, I could have gone, I'm only going to get 56 pence. It's only a small purchase. Why bother? You know, if you over time, these things add up. Maybe you don't make £1,000 back in a few months. Maybe you make £100 back. Maybe you make £20 back. But why not have £20 in your pocket rather than someone else's pocket? And remember, with Christmas around the corner, even if you don't do any online arbitrage sourcing, you still want to be using cashback sites, guys. I can't believe I didn't know about these sites. The amount of money I've spent over the years on e-commerce websites, and I've been throwing money away, burning money because I've not used a cashback site. And this amount has actually arrived in my account. So for anyone thinking these are kind of scammy sites, these are not scammy sites. This is legitimate, real deal. Okay, so sign up with Top Cashback, and again, use my link down below. You get £5 given to you as a thank you. You want to record your purchase on a spreadsheet, okay? So you need to create a spreadsheet that's appropriate for your business. But things I would suggest that you might want to include would be things like the date of purchase, the ASIN, which is Amazon's unique identifier code for their product. So because it's a beginner's video, I just assume you guys will know what an ASIN is, but you're not gonna, so I will show you how to find it. So one of the places you can find the ASIN is just here on the wizard bar. I'm just highlighting it. So that's the ASIN there. You can find it in the, let me just lower this. You can find it in the URL. It's here, look. So look, it's there. So it's the same as this. Look, this is the ASIN. This is what Amazon uses to identify this particular product. I would definitely include this in your spreadsheet, and you can find the ASIN there as well. Look. Okay, so there's 3 different ways you can find the ASIN. I would add that on your spreadsheet. I would add the name of the product on the spreadsheet. You could have the name from Amazon, but if you've got the ASIN on there, you're probably better off having the name of the product on your retailer site, because you'll be able to find the product really easy on Amazon with the ASIN, but on the retailer site you might not be able to find it so easily. So if you use their title in your spreadsheet, if you want to come and replenish your stock and rebuy, then you can just search on the title that it was listed for on your spreadsheet in the retailer's website. Another thing you might want to consider including buy price. You definitely want that on there. What you paid for the unit. I like to include the shipping cost in there if there is one in the unit price. Then depending on how crazy you want to get with it, I started off including kind of FBA fees and things like that, but they change depending on what you sell it for. So I wouldn't go nuts with that. I would probably just stick to kind of the buy price and probably include current buy box price, so the price you sourced it at, or a price that you would like to list it at. Those are probably the main things you want to include in there. Can't think of anything else I forgot. 1 second. In fact, I'll get mine up. Let me get it up. Yeah, I'm glad I've done that now. As you can see, I'm guessing that's the date. But date, product name, supplier, that's the one I would include as well, supplier, because you want to know where you bought it from. So when you come to maybe rebuy this product, you can just go, I bought that product, I've sold them all out, I bought that product from Tesco, it's right there. Yeah, quantity ordered, whether you've received them, whether you've sent them to Amazon, and whether they're in Amazon, you might want to include these things. These things are something you need to keep on top of. Unit price, I used to do the FBA fees, I don't fill this out anymore. Amazon list price, latest buy box price, again I'd probably only include one of these. And then profit, I've set this spreadsheet up to work all kinds of things out, like ROI, minimum and maximum price just to set it at, and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to include, I wouldn't suggest you to include these on your things. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, you need to record your purchases on a spreadsheet. That's important. Another thing important, keep your invoices. So don't go deleting your emails or throwing anything away. You need to keep them for the taxman. If you're starting a business, then you need to run it like a proper business. It's not something whereby you can just go, I'll put this money in my pocket. The taxman's going to want its piece, and you need to pay him his piece. So you need to keep your invoices. If you've VAT registered, then you want to manually request some invoices. For example, Tesco invoices, they don't include a VAT number. The standard thing you get through your email is not a VAT invoice, so claiming VAT back if you're VAT registered might be a bit difficult without a VAT invoice, and they don't like to give them you after 30 days. So you want to make it good practice to, once you've made a purchase, say on Tesco, to just click into my account on Tesco Direct and request invoice. They email it you within 24 hours, they say, and then that's what you want to file for your taxes. But you've got to stay on top of your invoices. Just keep all your expenses and all that stuff. But again, I'm not giving advice on tax. This is for you to do. You need to talk to an accountant. If you're going to run a business, then I would absolutely suggest you get an accountant and don't try and do it yourself. You've got enough to worry about. You know, just pay the money to an accountant, let them take care of it, and a bookkeeper. But they're going to want invoices and stuff. Yeah, something that some people have said, like, they work their cashback percentage. So let's say they're sourcing from Argos and Argos are paying 4% cashback. They work out their margins based on the 4% cashback they're going to get. But that's a mistake, guys. You can't rely on that cashback. As much as them sites are great, there's no guarantee they're going to give it you. They could go bust, it could not track properly or whatever. For example, I've spent literally thousands in Disney Store lately, and Top Cashback has not tracked a penny of it. They warn you this when you're clicking through, that there's known problems with Disney Store and tracking cashback and email and blah 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 if it doesn't show up. But bottom line is, if you're using the cashback percentage to work out your margins, and then something like that happens, all of a sudden you've not got them margins. So view it more as a bonus. You know, it's a nice little bonus, extra bit of income, cashback, not a deal breaker or something you work on ROI on. Work out an ROI on. So again, I add it here. Using a VA is advanced stuff. If there's demand for it, if you guys want it, I will do an advanced course on this stuff, taking this stuff to a next level, scaling it up in the future. I've got no immediate plans to do that, but if you guys want it, then we can always talk about finding VAs and all that stuff. I've had a full-time team of 8 VAs in previous years. I've had 8 full-time VAs working for me. I had a VA recruiting VAs. I had a virtual assistant managing those VAs. I've had web designer VAs. I've had writer VAs. I've had I don't want to call them dog's body, but kind of do anything and everything. Robot, kind of just do anything, just do it all day long kind of VAs. I've had them all. I've dealt with the ups and downs. I've dealt with the ones that will kind of try and rip you off and kind of scam you and work for 3 different employers at the same time, and you think you're the only employer. I've had the lot. Currently, I only have 1 Filipino VA because that's all I need. But yeah, VAs is a way to maybe scale up a lot of internet businesses, and I've had a lot of experience in it. So, and I was recruiting I've had VAs way before most people in online marketing even knew what a VA was. And my country of choice is the Philippines. I've had them from India and all sorts, but the Filipinos seem to be the best all-rounders. Again, I'm not trying to tar any nations with the same brush, but Filipinos are good people. So, maybe it's something you're interested in knowing in the future. But, this course is for beginners. Get started, guys. It's not about getting VAs and becoming the next Bill Gates. It's about taking tiny fairy steps forwards and making progress. That's what you want to get. That's where you want to get to. I've just had a text from someone meeting for business meeting shortly, so I better go and get that sorted. I hope this video was useful, guys. I am back on it with the videos, and I am able to put these things out quicker now because I've got less things hanging over to me, so you guys are more my priority now. So the fact that you guys smashed that like button, I did not expect I was going to get 56 likes at the last time I looked. 56 likes on that video. I was not expecting that. But it's made me realise what you guys can do. So if you want the next video, because there's going to be a few of these videos, we're not finished here with this series. If you want the next online arbitrage for beginners part video to come out sooner rather than later, if you don't want it in a week's time, you want it, I don't know, in a day or two's time, smash that like button. Because I know you can do 50 likes. I'm going to set you a challenge. If you could do 75 likes, I will speed up when I release it. At the moment it gets 75 likes, I will prioritise it over everything, and I will do it that same day. So at the very latest it would be released the next day. So smash the like button if you liked this video, guys. And if you did like it, please comment. I love reading all your comments. I love how appreciative you guys are. I love the fact that you watch the videos, guys. Never mind comment and like them. I can't. I'm lost for words as to how good I feel when you guys comment and all that stuff. And I really appreciate you watching the videos, and I really appreciate any kind of stuff you do like the commenting and stuff. So if you want the video quicker, then smash that like button. 75 likes, I'll do it same day. Okay. So there's a little challenge for you. But even if it doesn't get 75 likes, that's fine too. You might hate it. I don't want you to press the like button if you hate it. But if you don't, I'm still going to do the video. It just might take me a week or something. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. It's an hour long. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Comment down below if you did stick with me. I love it when you guys do stuff like that. When I put these little bits in at the end and then someone's like, yeah, I watched it. Really appreciate you sticking with it. And I will see you in the next video. This has been the Secret Wealth Project. This has been the Online Arbitrage Course Part 2, entitled 2 of the Simplest Sourcing Methods. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys, and keep sourcing.